GTA Online still gains millions of new players every single month, even though it has been released over a decade ago. In 2026, GTA Online is very different from what it was in 2013, and if you're a new player or haven't played in years, all the new content might be a little overwhelming. There are now a ton of businesses, properties, jobs, vehicles and weapons. However, Rockstar hasn't really updated their tutorial to explain these changes. So in this video I will explain the complete beginner guide for GTA Online, the best ways to earn a lot of money fast and building your own criminal empire. Especially with GTA 6 releasing this year, a lot of players will jump back into GTA Online, so let's dive into the best open world sandbox game ever created. When you start playing GTA Online, you will need to create a new character. Stats are very important, especially at the beginning. These will improve your gameplay experience. So go to stats, press triangle or tab to reset your points, and now you can assign points to a couple stats. I recommend increasing stamina so you don't get a heart attack when you run, strength to reduce fall damage, and driving to retain more control over your vehicle. Once you did that, you have to play through the tutorial. Don't skip this, cause it learns you the basics and it only takes about 30 minutes anyways. Depending on what platform you're playing on, the tutorial mission will look different for you. For GTA Enhanced, aka GTA on PS5, Xbox Series XS and now also on PC, you will get the Career Builder. Here you can choose what career path you want to start with. The best one is either the nightclub owner or the gun runner. As a new player, I recommend the gun runner cause this will give you the bunker business, which is way better for beginners, unlike the nightclub where you already need to own a couple businesses and spend a few $1,000,000 to start making money. You will get a $4 million budget. You have to choose a business, vehicles and weapons. Keep in mind that you have to spend at least $3 million of the total $4 million. I suggest that you try to keep at least $1 million and not spend it all. A good starter vehicle is the Kuruma, or if you can afford it, the Night Shark. You will be able to get the Kuruma for free once you complete your first heist. The Night Shark can take up to 25 rockets, so it's extremely armored. As a new player, your health will be low, so these are great choices. If you chose the Gunrunner path that I recommend, I highly suggest going with the Chumask Bunker. This is the best location out of these options, and also select the Bunker Upgrade Pack A. This will generate supplies faster, which will make you more money. Then continue to the summary and you're ready to start your GTA Online career. However, if you're playing on the PS4, Xbox One or legacy PC version of GTA, Lamar will pick you up at the airport. He will take you on your very first race and introduce you to different characters, Gerald and Lester. They will come in handy later. You do a couple missions for them, learn the basics such as the shooting mechanics, and you will earn some cash as well as RP. This is also where you get your starter car and weapon. Both will be trash, but soon enough you will be making enough money to upgrade them. The very first thing that you should do when you load into GTA Online is open your pause menu, go to online, find a new session and start an invite only session. This is a private session where you are the only player and that way you cannot get griefed by other players. Now getting into the money grind. As a new player, we want money methods that don't require anything, so we will start by doing treasure hunts. There are 3 in total, which will give you $825,000 in total. Each will take you around 30 minutes. On top of that, you can do daily collectibles. G's Caches, for example, shown on your map as a purple box. It's a package hidden inside an area. Once you find it, you will get cash, ammo and snacks. They refresh once every day. Then you have stash houses. They show up as purple houses with a target in the center. You get one of these per day at a random location. Inside the stash house there's a safe guarded by some gang members. Take them out and then you can open the safe by finding the code on a yellow note. Completing a stash house will earn you cash and a free resupply for your businesses if they need to be resupplied. By doing all these things you will also earn RP, which is pretty much XP, and we need it to rank up. You need to rank up to gain access to better weapons, jobs and missions. At the start, the best ways to gain RP is by doing your daily collectibles as well as daily objectives. If you complete the daily objectives for 7 days in a row, you will get a cash bonus of $150,000 and 20,000 RP. If you complete the daily objectives for 28 days in a row, you will get $750,000 and 50,000 RP. Also keep an eye out for weekly updates. These always include RP and cash bonuses on certain activities. Usually it pays out double the amount, but sometimes even triple or quadruple. Doing races, adversary modes, time trials and spinning the lucky wheel in the casino are also great ways to earn a bunch of cash and RP. The flight school is in my opinion an underrated method. You will learn to fly and max out your flying stat, and on top of that you will make about $230,000 in 30 minutes. I have 4 more excellent ways to make money as a beginner. The first one is a beginner mini heist. It's actually a 2-in-1, cause there are now 2 mini heists that you can play at any level, since they don't have any requirements and no upfront investment. We will start with the Clocking Bell farm raid. Just wait for Vincent to call you and then look for the yellow V on your map. So now go to the yellow circle and start it. There are 5 setups that you have to complete and then you can start the finale. You don't get any money for these setups, but you will make a lot in the finale. So I completed all the setups and now I can start the finale. There are 2 different ways you can complete this. You can do it stealthily or go all in. You decide that when you're doing the setup, where you choose your weapons and equipment. So this also has good replayability because you can do it in different ways. I completed all the setups plus the finale within an hour and you will receive $500,000. For an hour time, that's great money. Even better, if it's your first time completing the Clocking Bell farm raid, you will get another $250,000. The only downside with this method is that there is a 1-hour cooldown before you can start it again. But don't worry, cause with the recent Safe House in the Hills DLC, they have added a very similar mini heist that you can start while the Clocking Bell is on cooldown. They are called the No Way Out missions, and again they don't require anything. Wait for a call from Effie and then make your way over to the yellow A on your map. Pick up the phone and that will begin the storyline. There are 4 different setups that will appear in this order on the map with the yellow A. Make sure you play all these missions on hard mode instead of normal mode to make the most amount of money. You can change the difficulty in the mission settings. Then you can do the finale. There is also an elite challenge attached to it, which will grant you with an extra 100k if you complete it. These are the requirements. Complete the finale in under 10 minutes, stay alive, no hacks failed and get 35 headshots. If it's your first time playing this heist, I wouldn't stress too much about the elite challenge, just focus on getting the job done. That will make us $525,000 with a 250k cash bonus if it's your first time playing, so around the same as the Clocking Bell farm raid, with it also taking around the same time to complete. The second money making method that I recommend are the first dose and last dose missions for the Acid Lab, and you will also get this amazing supercar. There are 6 first dose missions and you will get $600,000 for completing them. Then there are 5 last dose missions which will earn you another $500,000. In the last first dose mission you have to steal this vehicle, the Brigade 6x6, that we will later convert to the Acid Lab, which is another business and a great way to make more money. In order to do so you have to set up equipment. You give Dex a call in free mode and you have to complete 10 fully gun jobs, so you can then purchase the equipment upgrade for your Acid Lab in the Freak Shop. This upgrade will cost you $750,000, but you already made $600,000 from the first dose missions and $500,000 from the last dose missions. Once you completed the last dose missions, you will get the Ocelot Virtue for free. Usually it would have costed you $3 million. This is one of the best Imani-Tech vehicles out there. You can upgrade it with the missile lock-on jammer feature and armor plating to increase the amount of damage this car can take. Don't worry about that too much yet, cause you need to own an agency with the vehicle workshop to buy these upgrades. Once you have set up the equipment in your Acid Lab, you can start making money with it, and this is how you do so. The way this business works is you either steal or purchase supplies. You bring them back to the lab and then after some time those supplies are turned into product, which you could then sell on for a profit. This is how you make the most amount of money with it. You call up Matt or talk to him at the Acid Lab, purchase supplies for $60,000, and after 1.6 batches of supplies you have a fully stocked Acid Lab, which you could then sell on for $335,000. If you decide to do that, you will be making about $60,000 to $70,000 per hour in profit, but if you want to make some extra money, you can do that in a public lobby. If it's a session with 20 or more players, you will get a 50% high demand bonus. Each player gives a 2.5% bonus and it's capped at 50%, which means that the highest bonus is in a 20-player public lobby. To get an extra permanent 5% bonus per sale, rename your Acid Lab. You can simply do that through your interaction menu. That will bring up your final sale to $500,000, and this is completely doable solo because you're only ever guaranteed one sell vehicle. If you choose to go that route, you will be making about $100,000 per hour fairly passively, which is really good. We can then move on to businesses where the big money is at. So don't waste your money on yachts or fancy cars, not yet. Buy a business instead, that will help you make money. GT Online is all about investing your money to make more money. Businesses can be split up in 2 different categories, active and passive. Active businesses only make you money when you are putting in the work. Passive businesses generate money for you in the background while you can do something else. Like I mentioned before, on GTA Enhanced you can start with a business, but what if you play on GTA Legacy? The free business on that version is pretty much the asset lab that we covered earlier. If you chose the gunrunner career path, this is how you make both passive and active income with the bunker. Once you buy the staff and equipment upgrades, it becomes very reliable. A $75,000 resupply turns into $210,000 when sold. This comes out to about $57,000 per hour with no extra effort. In the meantime that your bunker is producing stock, you're free to do missions, heists, or anything else. Selling in public lobbies can boost the bunker sales to as high as $1.2 million. Every 48 minutes you can also deliver extra weapon parts for a quick 50k. Like I said at the start of the video, a great car for beginners is the armored Kuruma. Once you buy a high-end apartment, with the cheapest one being a little over 100k, you can start the first heist, the Flisa job. It's a two-man heist where you basically rob a small bank and escape the cops with the Kuruma. After completing the heist, you will make the money back that you spent on your apartment, and on top of that you will get the armored Kuruma for free. Heists and contracts are the fastest way to make money in GTA Online, especially the Cayo Perico heist, cause you can do it completely solo. However, before you can start the Cayo Perico heist, you first have to buy the Kasatka submarine. This will cost you $2.2 million. If you have been grinding all the money methods that I covered in this video, you should easily be able to afford it. Grinding the same heist over and over again can get a bit stale, so to switch things up I like to do contracts. The best paying contract is Dr. Dre's contract inside the agency. At the end it pays $1 million. Auto shop contracts are also a great way to make money. With this you will be making around $250,000 per contract. When you are starting out you should spend almost all your money on businesses and weapons to make more money. For example, the Asset Lab and the Kasatka to start the Cayo Perico heist. If you have extra money to spend, you should start looking at vehicles and weapons to make things easier. In terms of weapons, I recommend the special carbine rifle, a sniper, sticky bombs, and preferably also the homing missile. When you are looking for things to buy to expand your empire, you should look at weekly discounts. Vehicles and businesses are often 30 or even 40% on sale, which is a great investment opportunity for you to make more money. Upgrades and weapons are also usually heavily discounted. Alright, so that's all the information that you need to know to make a bunch of money as a beginner in GTA Online. Money making guides related to this video will be in the description, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye!